numbers 18 through 35, found on page 6 through 10.
Please be silent while we're taking notes. Plaintiff, you have now 2 minutes for an opening statement. Begin when ready. You can grab onto the microphone.
Your Honor, first we have Aristotle's fairness theory, which stated that you must give each man his due. Later on, we obtained John Locke's social contract theory, which stated we all have the right to life, liberty, and property. Further on, Thomas Jefferson developed that theory and put it in the Declaration of Independence under inalienable rights that cannot be taken away, that we have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Your Honor, my name is Alexis Ward, and I'm here today with my witness, Elise Mendoza, and we are here in representation of the plaintiff, who is in representation of the major Latino ad firms. So, today, Your Honor, we plan to prove that the accusations against the major Latino we're here for the Latino community, and we plan to prove that the accusations we have made are in fact true. The accusations being that by promoting secularization through underhanded tactics, the defendants are imposing on otherwise defenseless children the values that are central to the life of the Latino community, and that by eroding values and beliefs that are central to the culture identity of the Latinos, their actions go so far to
The opposing counsel is being argumentative.
Your Honor, we are not being argumentative. We're simply stating the accusations. They're the reason we're here today.
You're stating why these accusations are true.
I've in no way said why.
Yes, you have.
Your objection to
Vamos, Lorna!
Sorry. Please be quiet and no applause till after you're out. Thank you.
May I continue?
Continue.
Your Honor, we plan to prove today how these allegations are true, and that secularization leads to the loss of identity, that the information and influence that the ad firms give are biased, and that ultimately secularization leads to loss of identity. We will demonstrate to you today how the Latino ad firms are not promoting the self-interest of the whole community, how they are not promoting social, economic, political, intellectual, and cultural progression throughout the community. They are not promoting justice, they are not promoting the traditional values, and they are not promoting life, liberty, happiness, as well as they are not promoting they're not helping the Latinos live within the Latino community in order to progress themselves. And Your Honor, today we are in representation of the plaintiff. Therefore, it is our burden of proof that we must fulfill. But the defense has to disprove everything we say, or else it stands, and therefore you have to side with the plaintiff. Thank you, Your Honor.
Defense, you now have 2 minutes for an opening statement. Proceed when ready.
May it please the Court, Your Honor, and opposing counsel. My name is Lorna Varela, and I am the attorney representing the Office of Community Defenders. In this case brought forth by the community prosecutors, I, along with my witness, Aimero de Yus, will prove to you today that the top-owned Latino ad firms consist and comply with the community's best interests based on Article 11. Your Honor, today the allegations on trial state that by espousing an ethos or character towards religion and spirituality, we are indigenously or harmfully forcing secularization on the Latino youth through promotions of ideas, products, and services. I believe otherwise. The opposing counsel has the burden of proof to try and prove how these top-owned Latino ad firms violate Article 11. Your Honor, today I will intend to prove that these allegations are only false pretenses against our Latino ad firms. I know that our community is strong enough today and is more united than ever. I know that that as we Latinos hold our cultures and values deep in our hearts and have no way of ever abandoning these beliefs. Thank you.
Direct examination of witness. You have 3 minutes.
May I begin?
Begin already.
So, how do these allegations stated here today affect the Latino identity?
Well, they affect the Latino identity in a negative way because they cause you to lose your sense of identity. And when you lose your sense of identity, it causes a conflict. And that conflict is an internal conflict. And you cannot do anything socially if you can't rely on the Latino community. And when you, and if you can't rely on the Latino community because you can't trust yourself inside, then how are you going to be able to trust the people around you if you can't even begin to trust yourself and who you are inside? Economically speaking, there will be no reason to give back to the Latino community if you don't identify yourself as a part of the Latino community. And obviously, if you lost yourself, then you lost your culture, and you lose what defines you as Latino, and that is the traditional beliefs. And when you lose your identity, which causes you to lose your culture, that loses the Latino community, because the Latino community is based on culture and traditional beliefs. So any arguments, future arguments that may have been debatable are no longer debatable because you cannot debate something that does not exist. And how can you work the Latino community if you don't identify yourself as a part of the Latino community? And last, you 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 don't live your life fully and happily if you are always in an internal turmoil, which is what the youth, our future, is experiencing and will continue to experience if these allegations stay in place. And this does not promote community equity building.
So, how are these firms promoting secularization?
Well, secularization is defined as moving away from your traditional beliefs. And these ad firms are promoting secularization because they're putting the limelight on modernization, and they're trying to make it appear as if they have a positive effect, but in reality it has a negative effect.
So, what do you think about major Latino ad firms?
I believe that major Latino ad firms are right
How so?
because they make you believe that you should follow their ways because they have all the answers to your problems, but in reality, what they have are just opinions, and they are not facts. And that is what they are trying to make you believe.
So, what is this promoting?
This is promoting unfairness in the Latino community because we are uneducatedly making decisions to promote things that necessarily aren't the best. And when you promote things and people and you give them recognition, you're giving them promotion that they don't deserve.
So, how will this affect future generations within the Latino community?
This will affect the future generations within our Latino community because if we follow them and follow what they say, we are not being ourselves. We are not taking into consideration our own thoughts and feelings. We are feeling what they want you to feel, not what you want yourself to feel.
So, no further questions, Your Honor. May I be seated?
Yes, you may. Cross-examination of plaintiff witness. You now have 3 minutes. Begin already.
May I present the topics to the court?
Please wait.
Can you please restate the first allegation on trial?
By promoting secularization through underhanded tactics, the defendants are imposing on otherwise defenseless children a worldview that is generally inconsistent with the cultural beliefs and values that are essential to the cultural life of the Latino community.
Okay, so how would you just define secularization?